we'll go, all right, man, I'm the door guy. This episode of the Door Guy Show, we have, boom, it's like Roadhouse. Epstein didn't kill himself. Fucking, mystery notes. And what else did I have? I'm already forgetting shit. It was
that overproof bourbon, man.
Yes, it was Roadhouse, mystery notes.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
It's something else.
We can't
man.
let that die.
Oh, it's not going to die. I still think that's a psyops just because that dude's still alive. Like, that billionaire's still alive.
I haven't seen a body.
Nobody has.
We saw Saddam Hussein get hung live on
right.
TV. Remember that, bro?
Yes.
Saddam Hussein, live on TV, hung. Dude, saw his corpse.
Muammar Gaddafi.
Saw him raped
Sword
to
up
death.
his ass. Yeah, killed.
Saw it.
Yeah.
Live on Live Leak.
Like, there's no funeral, nothing with that guy.
I haven't seen a casket. I haven't seen like a shot on a gurney. Bro, I've seen Chris Farley's death videos and pictures.
Dude, everybody.
Seen Kurt Cobain's death pictures.
Dude.
Jimi Hendrix. Epstein, not a fucking peep, bro.
The most connected motherfucker probably of our lifetime.
Yeah. I've watched random people die all the time on the internet.
Cameras weren't working. Guard fell asleep. Like, bro, it's the
Some mysterious log
story ever, man.
Dude, that's like the worst Scooby-Doo story ever.
Yeah.
Even Shag and the gang is just clearly behind the mask.
That's right. Anyway, so we weren't going to do politics this episode of the Door Guy Show.
We can all agree on that, though. That's not a left or right.
Yeah, okay.
Who's behind
true.
it? That'll tell you which way you lean.
Like, they all want him dead. They all want him gone.
We can all agree that the Clintons slid some money to the Trumps, and then
even
Trump.
Bernie Sanders wants that guy gone. They
Absolutely.
all got dirt with him, man. So anyway, this episode of the Door Guy Show, we're doing Joe Rogan, Roadhouse,
conspiracy.
What else, man? Maybe losing followers. I don't know. Industry hookups.
Industry hookups.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about this? The curse of the regular.
I do want to do regulars. We can talk regulars.
Let's talk regulars, man.
Sure,
I love my regulars.
I love regulars too.
But what I hate is when regulars just come to expect free shit all the time.
And or they fall the fuck off and do some crazy shit and they're like, I'm here all the time, bro. I'm like, yeah.
But tonight you're acting hella extra.
Yeah, you can't smoke crack with hookers. It doesn't add up, man.
No,
like,
man.
Dude, like, yeah, I do love regulars. I love people that just show up, have a good time. Pay their bill.
And it's weird, right? Because like you used to be my regular.
I am known as a regular. Absolutely.
So like our history,
yes,
way back in the day, me and my boys Ronnie and Dax were bartending at the Elephant Bar in Emeryville. Dax,
there we go. So for you, Dax,
R.I.P.
we'll dedicate this to Dax.
R.I.P. Dax.
Yes. So,
R.I.P. Ronnie in a way too. Even though that motherfucker just bought a house in Colorado off of bartending money, by the way. Congrats to Ronnie.
Yes. There's bartenders buying houses in places.
In Colorado Springs. Not the Bay Area, but Colorado Springs. Motherfucker's getting it done.
That dude was cool, man. Or I guess he is. I don't know.
But so this guy, cool. And you know what's fucked up? For the first probably like year, I didn't know your name.
Oh, I'm terrible with names.
Well, like here's the thing, right? Like, because I don't think we ever like.
It's just what up?
It was like, hey, it's the dude.
Yeah.
Right? For a long time, yes. Like I was like, Ronnie, man, you know that dude's name?
I love it.
Like, no idea. Dax, you know that dude's name? No fucking clue. Does he ever pay with a credit card? Maybe we just look at his card and find his name. Nope. But no, you always paid straight cash, so like there was never. And after like a good like 4 visits, you can't be like, hey man, what the fuck is your name?
I'm so bad with names. I work with people sometimes, and I'm like, it gets past that point where now if I ask you your name, I just feel like horrible.
Yeah.
Like, because like you know me, and I like you know my name, and I'm just
you
like,
walk up, you're like, Rob.
Fuck, man, I am so fucking,
Russ, it's good to see you, my man.
So bad with names, man. It's terrible.
I'd literally I'd go because it was a round bar with that big thing in the middle.
Yeah.
So I have to go to the other side and be like, Ronnie, the dude's here. Which dude? The dude with the 2 dudes?
Yeah.
Like, oh, those dudes.
The dudes. Shout out to my dudes, man.
The dudes that tip in weed, bro.
This is true.
And then I went to Skates in the Bay afterwards. I saw you every once in a while at Skates. You'd slide through.
Yeah.
Especially toward the end there.
Yeah. Not as much. It was a bit of a bike ride as I'm a biker.
Yeah.
But that was a cool spot too, man.
And then I kind of went off the rails for like a hot minute. Well, you know, that was the beginning of my off the rails. Then I started working at the Hilton over here in Union Square at the Cityscape Lounge.
Yes.
And you were working next door.
This is a lot of name dropping, so I don't know if we want to beep this. I'll just put
Okay.
that out there. I don't know what you're comfortable
I'm
with.
comfortable with it.
Okay, cool.
Everyone knows my history, man.
That's fine.
Maybe keep like current status a little foggy, but my
Yeah.
past is open. I've
I
been
just
around.
like having anonymous shit. You know, people that want to come on the show later. If you're out there, this is talking to you, Pope Francis. I want to have the Pope on.
Word.
But people they want to come on and just keep it anonymous. But whatever you're comfortable with, that's cool, man. This is the circle of trust here. I just don't. What I'm worried about is, we're here representing our own opinions. We're not here representing businesses, and these are just kind of our opinions, and we're just here to have.
I'm pretty sure the company that owns this restaurant from LA, wouldn't like my Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and just we're here to kind of just. I want to create a space for all of us out there that don't have maybe a place for all of the workers. Like I want this to be for us, and we can kind of laugh at it.
Yeah,
we can cry about it, but this is for everybody in the industry. We a place to commiserate, a place to kind of meet up, maybe whatever, laugh, cry. I think I already said that.
I mean, share the stories that nobody hears, man,
and everybody wants to know, and I feel like sometimes in the service industry, all we have is ourselves. A lot of people shit on us. A lot of people think, service industry workers are dumb fucks, and it's like you're this low life nobody. But really, most of the people I work with are high functioning individuals, extremely intelligent, extremely nice, full of empathy, always trying to help.
How many master's degrees do you work with right now?
Yeah, I've worked with some of the most genius.
In this restaurant alone, we got 4 people with advanced degrees.
Yes.
Myself included.
Started going back to Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan can't do what we do. If you're out there and you're a bouncer and you've survived, you are the man. You do shit that Joe Rogan can't handle. That little, I don't know, was he like 5'4"? What? How is he 5'3"?
He says 5'7", but I want to say he's a solid 5'5".
Yeah, I've seen 5'7" on IDs, and I'm like, bro,
right
on your best day. Listen.
Look, man, I'm a solid 5'8" and a half.
Sure.
I'll claim 5'8". I'm not tripping on that half inch.
I'll
lose it.
10 and a half probably.
Because you know what? I may be like a little short, maybe a little chubby. The way I talk at people and the way I am to people will always offset any way I look. I'm comfortable as hell.
Yes. So, just the view, like the lack of respect. People just seem to shit on people, and you're this fucking $10 an hour, motherfucker.
You know what I love is the I did that when I was in college. Like me too. I did that when I was in college too, and then I realized that I made more money doing what I do without my degree,
and I'm way happier.
No
debt.
No, well, I got
student
the
debt. No student debt. I should say that myself. No student debt. But people are just spending their lives miserable in a fucking cubicle making money, and I think a lot of these kids feel like that's their way to fulfillment, and it's not. I feel like I'm fulfilled through my own success at work. And it's not really about money. I feel like a lot of these kids are living the life their parents set them up for, and they don't really know how to get out of it now.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, money don't mean shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have it.
Sure.
I love my money.
Yeah.
I make good money, and I'm happy. I love the things that it affords me to do. But at the end of the day, I love what I do, man.
Yeah.
I throw a cocktail party every night. I'm the host of your best night this week.
Yes. People are what do I hate about it? I'm I hate the one guy I threw out tonight. There was that one guy out of fucking 400 or 500 people I dealt with. One dude. Everybody else was awesome.
Bro, if I hated this shit, I wouldn't do it.
Dude, right? I've worked with people that hated it, and they don't last.
They don't. They burn out.
I mean, I've worked with people they hate drunk people. I hate drunk people.
They're infectious. They can turn a good crew sour so easy with their fucking
cancerous,
bullshit.
Man. Cancerous.
It's if you don't want to be here, no one's holding you at gunpoint.
Yeah, please
you
don't.
Can get the fuck out anytime.
Please leave.
I love this shit.
Not like Joe Rogan. Not quit on the
tell the Joe Rogan story.
So I posted it a while ago, but he was first of all, I want to get famous people that were bouncers on the show, and I was gonna have Joe Rogan on the show, but now
until you heard he's a bitch.
Yeah, until he bitched out. So he was working at a venue. It was a live concert outdoor venue, as he described it.
Yeah, I think it was like a Cheap Trick show or something.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And one thing led to another, and he's working, and I guess he had barely worked there. But anyway, shit broke out, and he was one of those dudes that fucking literally, as he put it, put his hoodie on and walked off the fucking scene right when his boys were in the middle of the shit.
Bitch move.
Bitch move.
We've all thought about it.
Not me, man.
I've had that thought twice
I
tonight.
Like this shit.
And I was like, man.
You know, my boss put it this way.
But it was a fleeting. It's when you go, you're like,
right.
fuck this.
I've thought
then you
about,
go, fuck, I'm diving in.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I thought about quitting not during the fights, but like during other bullshit, like management bullshit. But like my
that too.
boss said they shoot you in the military for abandoning your post.
As they should.
Yeah. Like the people, I've had people bounce on me like at near riot situations, and it's the fucking worst, man. You know, that's the worst thing fucking possible.
You can't take yourself out, have a smoke, and then come back.
Okay, fair enough.
We've all pulled that move. Like, man, I need 5. Take your 5, homie, at the right time.
So anyway, full circle. If you're out there and you're a bouncer listening to this, and you've made it, you're more badass than Joe Rogan. Okay, you're the shit.
He couldn't handle.
Even the lady bouncers in my fucking Instagram, like there's some badass. Portland, I think Seattle, like yeah, they're badass, man. So you're out there, you're badass. Remember that. All right, the mystery note, everybody.
Note.
I did post a picture of the edited, and my friend did ask for the number to be messaged to her, but we're all in line first because I would like to believe this note is meant for me. In my own little sick, self-constructed world, this note is for me.
So let's do the background here. So. Yes. Russ comes in a little early to get a little chicken parm action before we start the show because you got to do it on a full stomach.
I just had 500 grams of carbs. I'm
delicious.
Fat as fuck, man. Oh, God, fuck keto. I'm fat.
And there was this strange white trash couple from like maybe North Carolina. There's a lot of like real estate investors in town for this convention.
Big
and
convention.
They were definitely like, to me, it was a North Carolina accent, super thick.
Is that different than South Carolina?
Yeah, super different. It's twangy as fuck.
Side note, I want to give a shout out to all the North Carolina homies on my Instagram.
Word.
Yeah, a bunch of really cool.
Got a following out there in Raleigh?
I think it's right outside or right around Raleigh, but a bunch of really cool, badass jiu-jitsu motherfuckers.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I spent 2 summers in Concord, North Carolina, outside of Charlotte. Charlotte's a dope-ass city. Underrated.
Okay. So shout out to all those folks out there. Thanks for.
I want to see these folks are from the Piedmont region, probably something like Lexington.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just taking a wild guess here.
Hey, maybe our Carolina folks can chime in. Maybe I don't know. But anyway.
They were like hugging by this little sidebar by the door all night. It's literally like a rail with like a little bit of a. They call it a bar. It's not really a bar. It's just a rail.
That's right. I saw the note when I went to get my toothpick. By the way,
I saw it earlier too, and I was like, whatever. Someone just folded up their receipt and sat it there.
Were they here when I was here?
They were here when you came in.
Okay.
And then they left, and then they came back, and she walked up to me with this like not like full on like glossy eyed drunk look in her eyes, right? She said, "Hey, I left a note over there on that bar. Could you do me a solid and leave it there all night? Like, don't clean it up, don't throw it away. Someone in the morning's gonna come get that note." And a normal person might respect that wish. But my first thought is like, what's the fucking note say?
Absolutely.
So I go over and I grab it, and I come tell Russ right away. And on the note, it says, call/text me. And then a phone number, 864 area code, by the way. I will fly you to my house in SC. Oh, the South Carolina.
That's what I was.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't read the note all the way through the first time. All right, so I was close, motherfucker. That's real close.
That's why I was. Yeah.
Where you will be safe.
That's what I'm talking about. I hope is that for me? I'd like to think it's for me.
I will fly you to my house in SC where you will be safe. Heart. P.S. Never
done this before.
Heart full of heart, smiley face.
So she's full of love. I'm calling that number, man. We're gonna call that number live on maybe another show and see, or maybe text it.
This is some dark shit. This is some Jeffrey Epstein shit.
No, I think she wants that guy. I think she wants your busser, and she wants him to know. I think she wants your busser to be a
Ganesh.
Well, I don't know. Whoever the new guy from
Nepal, Ganesh.
Yes, I think she wants him.
That motherfucker can't even speak English.
That's why she wants him. She wants him to be her servant, man.
Where you will be. Here's the thing. It sounds like a booty call until you get to the where you will be safe.
Yeah.
Where's
and
this
she's like some rich
safe?
lady, and like he's from Nepal. Like he probably thinks he's illegal. Like they're from South Carolina.
Here's the thing. They never could have had a conversation to get to that point, though.
Because he says like 4 words.
The only words he says is, "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir."
Maybe that's why she loves him, because he can't talk.
Oh, man. No, like they weren't talking to anybody else.
That's weird, man. That's
Is-
weird. I think she left it for me, honestly. I'm going to
Maybe.
go out on a limb.
Are you not safe?
Well, I feel fairly safe, but it's a city. It's kind of dangerous here.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get shanked walking to get some Milanos after this.
yeah, like hooker could take all your money. Like you don't know.
Here's the thing: you never never show them your wallet.
Yeah. It's like-
Never show them your wallet. Here's the pro tip:
But
if you're
either-
gonna hire an escort, put that money in your pocket first and have that shit counted. Right. So when you walk in, you're not opening up a wallet full of hundos, blue faces. You're just pulling money out of your pocket, and you're not going higher than that.
All right, man. Let's see what else we got on the platter. Let's see. Oh, the Roadhouse investigation.
So what is this about? I don't know anything about this.
So Roadhouse, the movie. That's
Yeah.
all bouncers have. That's all we have as far as any kind of pop culture, really.
The Bodyguard, kinda.
Yeah, that's sort of, but like we're not
Well,
bodyguards.
yeah, you're not bodyguards.
Yeah, like we really only have Roadhouse. So I was
Bartenders, though, what do we got? We got
cocktail.
fuck cocktail.
Hey.
We all hate it.
Hey, man.
I make one cool little move of a bottle with my wrist. Someone's like, "Whoa, Tom Cruise, calm down!" Like, look, I'm not
dude.
flaring, bro.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be a bartender after cocktail.
Oh
dude.
God, it's such a shitty.
And Elizabeth Shue.
At
Listen,
least
they're all-
yours is cool. Roadhouse
I
is cool.
know.
Cocktail is a pile of dog shit.
Well, Elizabeth Shue.
Honestly, I've never watched Cocktail.
Oh, we should.
I refuse
we should do
to
a
watch.
live.
Should we do a
we should
live,
do a
live
viewing.
screening of Cocktail.
Yeah, we should do a live viewing of Cocktail. Anyway, Roadhouse is all we have. In a lot of ways, it's good. It's bad. It's not like an amazing. It is, but it isn't. But there's some things in there that people wrote that I was very curious about, like the be nice and the not. Don't take it personal. It's just a job. There's a few things in there that are kind of sublime. And I was like, I wonder who wrote this. Like, were they a bouncer? Like, how did they kind of come up with this?
Misnomer. I've actually never seen Roadhouse either.
Oh, we're doing a live viewing party. God damn
man.
it. Yeah.
Is that my homework this week? I got to home watch Roadhouse.
Maybe. Anyway, there's some very sublime things for all the cheesiness that a lot of
Okay.
bouncers, a lot of it's awesome. Be nice.
So what's the be nice thing?
He was talking about, he was giving the speech and he was like, be nice. He's like, it's not personal. It's just a job.
Dude, exactly. Yeah,
So-
I feel that's so transferable to everything in the industry.
Yeah.
though.
And
Like-
so I was like, okay, who wrote this? I was very curious who wrote this movie. Checked it out. There was 2 screenwriters. One is a lady. Screenwriting credits, a bunch of credits, very,
Kind of vague.
No, very like a nice paper trail, who she is, where she's from, how old she is, her birthday.
Oh, nice.
Now the other dude, fucking ghost. Like he's like credited with, he's an author. He wrote some books. He wrote he's some movies, but no Wikipedia. The only thing is he was like born in Canada. He's like 70 years old, and then
Now, like, what other like books and movies was he a part of?
there's like very few, but like some famous.
Were any
stuff.
of them like industry related?
Absolutely.
So
One.
you think this guy was a bouncer?
That's what I'm curious about.
Oh.
And I'm like, where did he get these ideas?
What was
like,
his name? Do you know off the top of your head?
I do. I can find it real quick. But yeah, like nothing, no Wikipedia on him.
Huh.
No, how like
Well, bro, put the word out.
no his exact birthday. None of. So his name is R. Lance Hill, and he wrote a bunch of stuff. Not all of his stuff, but novels. Let's see.
And this is one of the guys who wrote the script.
So there's 2 screenplay people.
Screenplay. Okay.
Yeah. So the lady and the guy, and
And the lady's like just she's a biz person.
Yeah,
She's
so, yeah,
industry
very
like
much
not our industry, but like the movie
the industry.
person,
And
yeah.
like here's her Wikipedia, where she's from,
and then there's just this guy
who wrote a couple books.
about like our industry kind
No,
of.
just
No?
like just a couple different books.
Okay.
And then a couple different screenplays. Nothing. No Wikipedia. No exact birthday. Nowhere
Huh.
exactly where he's from. Nothing what he's doing.
That guy could be the most influential bouncer to the culture.
yes.
You know what I mean?
And I'm like, that's who I want to kind of talk to.
Ooh.
It's very strange, man.
What's
I was
that
actually
name? One more time.
I think it's R. Lance Hill.
R. Lance Hill.
Yes, and he wrote the screenplays. Sorry, I'm pulling this. He wrote the screenplays under the name of David Lee Henry.
David Lee Henry.
And he did some cool stuff. He did Out for Justice with Steven Seagal.
Okay.
Yeah, and then A Million Ways to Die.
All right.
The Evil That Men Do, which was what's his name? Who's Mr. Majestic?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I can't. It's terrible, dude.
Wait, so you think this guy may have been like bouncing on the strip back in the day?
Well, he's from
Maybe,
Canada.
like, he's from Canada.
That we know.
But like, I mean, he was clearly in
Some sort
in
of
Hollywood. So maybe he was like bouncing at the Whiskey a Go Go.
I think he was bouncing in. I think because he's like 70 something.
At the time?
No, now.
Now. Okay.
So I'm thinking he basically probably was somehow related to maybe his dad was a bouncer.
Yeah.
But he found the Jeff Lee Healy band that was in Roadhouse in a bar. I got that from a little Roadhouse documentary.
Ooh, okay.
So I that was one
The
little
plot
piece
thickens.
of little info I got.
Okay.
But nothing else about him. Nothing where he worked. No, nothing about his parents. Nothing.
Shit.
But
We
I
could
feel
do
like
a whole podcast series on this motherfucker.
I feel like only a bouncer would
Wait,
kind of.
scrap our idea for a podcast.
Sure.
Whole podcast
it.
devoted to this guy now.
Okay, all right.
Where
sorry,
we have
guys,
to
we're
find
over.
him. We got to find him.
Maybe. They don't say where he lives, where he lived.
Not
nothing.
yet.
Nothing.
Not yet. We're going to find it.
No Wikipedia.
And we're gonna talk to him.
you basically can't Google him. There's nothing like.
Deep web people out there, get on this now.
Please.
If you got a Tor browser, I want you researching this immediately. Wait, is that what you use it? I know.
I don't know, but anybody out there, and this goes back to my whole thing about getting famous people that were bouncers on.
Dude, that would be a
telling you.
get.
I
That would
want-
be
I
a
want
get. You'd be the first.
Dream Show, The Pope, Mr. T, Danny Mullen, R. Lance Hill.
And you had to look at his name. This dude's a fucking hero of the cause.
And he's a ghost.
And you don't even know his name yet. You're still remembering it. You gotta look at it.
That's it. Like,
Arlie Ermy.
no.
Lance
By the
Hill.
way, R.I.P. Arlie Emery, a bad motherfucker.
You know, he owned a bar / whorehouse in the Philippines. He's tied to the industry.
That's shocking.
Funny story behind that dude. Gets back from Vietnam, like he goes to the Philippines, right? Opens up a bar, opens up a brothel adjacent to the bar, and when they're shooting
Full
Metal Jacket, they're shooting in the Philippines.
Okay.
So they bring him on as a
consultant.
as a consultant because he actually was.
Yeah, he was a drill sergeant.
He was a drill sergeant, and he was in fucking Nam.
and he was so
he
fucking
knows everything.
good that
They had another dude
Yeah.
playing the part. They're like, "Get the fuck out of here! Go back to the States, motherfucker!"
he stole the role.
And Arlie Ermy slipped in that role.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah, he was. So I'm sure he bounced too, man.
Very possible.
I'm sure he at least posted up the door and collected his fucking money
Yeah, right?
in the Philippines.
Certainly
Absolutely.
made sure shit was straight. Like,
Yeah.
You know, drill sergeant, brothel owner. You're
Yeah.
not like some punk.
I'm sure you're not going to farm that out.
yeah.
You're going to post up
like
yourself.
you might have one of your bad boys.
And he
but,
wasn't
like,
old then too. He was like in his like 30s and 40s. So
right.
like he was young and fit.
Right. Yeah. he was a
I
bad
guarantee
dude.
you that dude
He
worked
was
the
a bad
door.
dude. You were even talking about like the Comedy Store. I was surprised how many comedians work the door.
It's part of the gig.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to go.
Ari
work-
Shafir did it for a long time.
I
Long
wanna go,
time.
I want to go. I guess Bill Burr, a bunch of people.
Yeah.
God, I want to go work the door at the Comedy Store. If you're out there and you can make it happen, if you're out there and you can hear me, Comedy Store, I would love to come work a shift.
There's also the house behind it. That, I don't know if they use it anymore, but like comics used to live there.
Well, I wouldn't be
They used to let
surprised.
comics stay there all the time. And like if you were a paid regular, you could crash there.
That's rad.
That green room's pretty dope. There is a bullet hole in the wall from Sam Kinison trying to shoot, I believe it was Eddie Murphy.
Fuck yeah! What a story.
Eddie Murphy, probably. I know Sam Kinison fired the gun.
Honestly, I don't care who Sam Kinison was shooting at, as long as Sam Kinison pulled the trigger.
Ow,
Yeah.
ow, ow, ow!
Dude, one of my all-time favorite comedians, man, Sam Kinison.
Oh man, to just know like you sat in the same room that like Bill Burr, you know, like Bill Hicks, like tons of people.
What are your thoughts on the 4 a.m. gig out here? I mean, I know they've been trying to pass it.
I think it's a great idea, but we're gonna have a very hard time finding people to work for the first 5 years. That's the thing.
Speaking of that, let's see. Industry news. See that Sacramento bartender?
Oh no!
Served the underage honey.
Uh,
Hammer time.
Oof.
Crashed her car, killed somebody.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh,
Here's the thing. Did she have a fake ID?
I don't know, but he got arrested. That's what I do know.
Ooh.
So I don't know if he knew her. I don't know. I haven't really pulled up the story, but I do want to do some industry news and talk about it. But that just happened.
Yeah, that's big news.
Yeah. I think it was the passenger in her car. She didn't kill somebody on the road. You know, I think it was with her. They arrested a bartender, and then they're finding a liquor store, I think, that she was buying stuff at. So maybe she...
Ooh. It sounds like she had a fake then if she's going to multiple
I don't know.
places.
I don't know.
Or she's just super cute.
Dude.
And she looks old enough and people don't question it.
It happens.
You got to question these people that look young.
Dude.
If you got a question, give me an idea. Now, for you ID everyone, correct?
Everyone.
Everybody.
I would prefer everyone to have an ID. Now, if you're dusty as fuck like me, we can work something out.
At least have it ready.
And if you, I mean, there's some people, they are dusty and like they're tourists, whatever. They left their hotel room. You know, you look 50. Yeah, we could probably, I'm going to guess you're
If you're
not
polite.
Yeah.
If you're polite, all right.
You look 50,
if you slip me a 5, yeah, what's up, buddy?
No, I don't. No, man. I don't do that. But if you look old enough, like it's a reasonable, like it's reasonable,
Right.
You know, and I had to learn that, like even like when when I first started checking, everybody's like, everybody have an ID, and then I'd make some old dude go to his hotel room, and my boss would be like, let's be reasonable. The dude's
right. The
57.
dude's,
let's
dude's
not,
got grays.
Yes, he is super dusty. And even people ask me like, what would work? I'm like, if she was old as me, then we're good. But she's not. She's got a youthful appearance.
Yeah.
We had fucking a dusty couple. Speaking of dusty couples, we had a dusty couple come in, get shit faced. She falls down.
Man.
We have him leave. He's holding her up out front. Pissed his pants out front.
No.
And I'm not talking a little dribble. We're talking a gallon of piss.
Oh, shit.
In his khakis. She's so hammered. Ooh. She don't even know he pissed his pants.
Dude, that is bad news bears.
Oh, dude,
all
we were
around.
like, this is just like, and they were probably close to 60.
Dude, that's the worst.
I'm like, dude,
that is the worst.
They're getting in an Uber. Like, do we tell us Uber? Like, the Uber driver didn't know he was like full of piss. Like, they're just hopping in the back seat.
Fuck.
She's just falling over, soft taco shell, like fucking
soft taco shell. I gotta steal that.
Just buckling, like it's just. Oh yeah, this weekend was a long, fun weekend. We had a lot of fun work.
It is always sad when you see an old person that's too drunk to handle it. Because you got to figure by that age, you just know, like, hey,
like, bro,
now I stop, right?
Dude,
or like now I find cocaine and sober up.
And like you didn't piss your pants like way back in the day and figure it out in the dark away.
I will say, I'm gonna have a little confession time here.
Well, sure, man. Safe place. # no judging. Listen, it's a door guy show.
I was back home last January in Chicago, right?
Okay.
And I was hanging out with my Hungarian boy Neil.
Okay.
He's also my tattoo artist. Shout out to Neil Hersig.
Hey, Neil.
And Neil doesn't go out much anymore, right? He's aging as myself. He's in his late 30s. And I'm like, hey, man, let's just go to like a little neighborhood joint, right? But I want to get some powder.
Sure.
So I want to be able to like have a long night of drink with my best friend.
# no judging.
Right. He couldn't come up with it. So we got some Adderall. Fine, right?
Welcome to America, everybody.
And at the time, I was a real hot mess. I was just
welcome to
of,
America.
I was in the process of like really changing my life over. I've been sober since. By the way, this is my kind of my big last hurrah with all that. But so I end up shitting myself in the bar.
Damn.
Because I thought it was a fart. You do a lot of cocaine, like,
yep,
and you drink a lot.
Yep.
Things happen,
dude.
So I ended up like taking my underwear off in the bathroom.
Good move.
But I was drunk.
Whew.
So I left him there on the floor. The bar owner came and found me. And he was a Hell's Angel.
He knew they were your drawers?
Someone saw me, apparently. It was poorly planned and executed all the way around.
Damn.
So then I get confronted in the middle of the bar by this Hell's Angel, like, bro, you left your shitty underwear in my bar.
Damn.
And then we just dipped. We just bounced. Didn't pay the tab, just ran. Through a Puerto Rican neighborhood 4 blocks back to my parents' house. I was 34.
Hey, I'm I'm glad you didn't shit your pants running. Like, I'm glad you got it all out in the bathroom, man.
Man, and it wasn't much, right?
Just enough,
But
though.
it was enough to be
was
like,
enough.
oh, that wasn't a fart.
That was, oh, fuck.
And it was one of those like dive bar bathrooms where there is a toilet, but there's no door, right? Because it had
Right,
been
of
torn
course,
off at some
right.
point in the past. So I think when I was like pulling him out through the pant leg, someone saw me. He was like, yo, that dude's taking off shitty underwear in your bathroom.
People ripping shit off, man. The last place I may have worked, allegedly, every night someone's ripping the toilet seat off the fucking
What
toilet.
the fuck is up
every
with that?
fucking night. I come in and I'm like, at what point did somebody grab this fucked up, piss covered, shitty toilet seat and
Right.
want to rip it off and throw it on the floor every night, man?
Oh my God. You ever walk in and see someone doing drugs off of a toilet seat?
No.
I've seen that in a couple clubs I used to work at, like
No,
the one in Walnut Creek.
That I have not seen.
I walked in and saw a dude doing blow off, not the tank,
No, but the seat.
but the seat.
Damn.
I'm like, that is brave,
That is
my friend.
desperate
Because first of all,
times.
how does your Coke not just get wet? Because that thing's always covered in piss.
Yeah, dude. It's
If you get a shit in the nightclub, you do the hover.
our shit's a swampy mess, man.
Yeah.
It's a swamp. Like even the yeah, I don't know, man. I just like these animals. I don't know, man.
Where do they come from?
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Worst scene ever. Was it a men's bathroom or a women's bathroom?
Bro, that's a toss up. That's
Really?
absolutely.
Because usually it's hands down a women's restroom.
Yeah, there's times where I'm like,
Women, you're nasty, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
Like men,
yes.
like at least you know there's piss in the seat, might be a puddle, but like the most
lot-
fucked up shit I've
yeah.
ever seen is always in a women's restroom.
I feel like people outside the industry be like, oh, women like sweet and spice, everything
No,
nice.
bro.
No, And
I've seen
so-
walls covered in fucking diarrhea spray.
Yeah,
in
I've
a women's
seen
restroom.
some fucked up shit, and then they
I
were
saw
spots
a
that
ball of shit so big it couldn't be flushed. We had to get a coat hanger and break it up. 'Cause it was like it was a basketball of shit.
Yeah,
It was
someone-
terrible. It was like they gave birth to
Someone
a brown baby boy.
recently in the ladies' room felt it necessary to just stuff a whole roll of toilet paper into the toilet, and
Women are crazy. They go
but
no
also,
holds barred
I
in the
also
bathroom.
I know there's times where I know people be switching up, like it's like the ladies' room, men's room, but people are just going in wherever. So I don't know
yeah.
exactly.
Right. Guarantee you it was a broad.
Yeah,
Absolutely, bro.
possibly.
The bitches are crazy in the bathroom.
There's a hashtag no judging, ladies. That we know things
Look,
get
it's
crazy.
all love. I love
Things
you
get
all.
Crazy, but
I love all women. Shapes, colors, sizes. I love you all. You're all queens to me.
But behind
But
closed doors,
y'all got to get that bathroom shit straightened out.
it's just man, I feel so bad for our cleaners, man.
Dude.
Like when I got to clear the bathroom at the end of the night, we make sure they're empty. I look
know
in
what?
there and I'm like, fuck, our cleaners are
Here's
fucked.
a storyline we could do. Worst
Sure.
bathroom experience. I guarantee I've got the worst one hands down.
All right, go ahead and shoot it.
I guarantee I've got the worst 3 hands down.
Shoot
But
it.
I'll give you the first
Shoot-
one off the
shoot-
top for free.
Shoot your shot. I don't know what my worst bathroom. A lot of puking, a lot of just slipping and puke. Guys trying, just in the
So it was 2012.
on a stormy
I was
night.
working
On a stormy
at a
night.
bar called the Kingman's Ivy Room in Albany, California.
Man, you are calling. Are you sure you want to call people?
That's
that?
fine.
Okay.
Because
man.
Kingman don't own that no more.
Okay,
It's gone
just-
through 3 owners since. If you were there at the time, you know what that place was.
All right.
I was homeless. And I was living out of that bar
Okay.
at the time. So I had the night off, so I was at another bar, Club Mallard, down the street. We had this regular, we call it Stinky Old Guy. All right. Shitty old guy would come in, smell like shit, scare off regulars,
fuck. Well,
demand to watch CNBC at like 12 at night,
Why
right?
the fuck would you let him in your bar, man?
Because it was slow on weeknights. So we'd be like, all right, yeah, like 2 glasses of wine, sit by the
Yeah.
door, right? So your stink fucking goes outside. But it got to a point where his stink got so bad. One night, it is hard to tell an old man, like 70-something years old, like, bro, you stink. Go home, wash your ass, you can come back. It's a little tough when you're young,
It's fucking a heartbreaker.
right?
That's a
So I did it
heartbreaker.
once. I'm like, hey, man, like, you smell really bad. I'm sorry. You got to go home, like, take a shower, come back. Absolutely. It's like, I'm sorry. He apologized. It was great. His son was a kicker for the Cardinals, apparently.
Okay.
That's all I ever knew.
You probably can.
And he lived on Calusa
Probably afford some.
because he would haggle with cab drivers. Like $7 is a fair fee.
Oh fuck!
Right, one of those types. Wore a fisherman's hat and like a flasher coat with a beard, like Robin Williams at the end there.
Yeah. Right.
But so I get a call one night from this chick Jenna, nice little Jewish girl that used to bartend, and I was like the bar manager. So I was like the hourly manager.
Air quotes.
I got to my own schedule, and I lived at the bar.
Okay.
No one knew about it. So I get a call, and she's like, "Hey, I had an incident. I need you here right now." So I walked the 2 blocks down to the bar, and it's like, "Hey, shitty old man came in, smelling like shit." So I told him to get the fuck out. He went to the bathroom, covered it in shit, and then came out, sat on the couch, and he left. So I go look at the bathroom. It's like literally if someone had a shit cannon and sprayed the room. It's shit on the floor, shit on the shit stalagmites on the ceiling, shit on the walls, shit everywhere.
Jesus.
There's a trail of shit going. It's like he took off a diaper and just smeared it everywhere.
That's possible.
That's probably what happened.
That's possible.
So there's a trail of shit
Good
from the bar
God, man.
to the couch by the door. There's shit all over the couch.
Fuck.
And she's like, yo, like, I'm closing. I'm not cleaning this. I'm like, no, you shouldn't clean this. You're a bartender. I'm a bartender too. Fuck this. So I call the owner and I'm like, hey, have someone come here tonight. Some shit went down.
A hazmat situation.
I'm out. I walked in the restroom. I like poured some bleach around and I left.
My little measly puke stories. Don't. I mean, I had a guy try to, he was like doing blow in the fucking stall. And I finally got him to open it. And I'm like, bro, you can't be doing this. And he fucking takes a swing, but there's so much puke on the floor that he fucking, I duck out of it.
Face
and he
first
fucking,
into the vomit.
Wow. And just, everybody's laughing at him. I'm like, bro, just, if you got to do some blow, just hurry up. We got to line out the fucking door.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we got fucking 30 dudes
here's
in
the thing.
line.
Well, people don't realize you can do cocaine anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally middle of the dance floor, pull out a key, bump it up.
Come on, man.
Bump it up.
Like, bro, like we got fucking so many people waiting to use this bathroom right now.
Find a corner, find the table, just go outside.
I'm even fine with the stall. Do the key bump and get the fuck out, man. Come on, man.
You can do coke anywhere.
Pretty much, people do now.
Yeah,
it's basically decriminalized.
It's totally accessible.
Yeah, totally decriminalized.
I see it everywhere. So they do anything.
In conclusion, fuck Joe Rogan.
Fuck that bitch ass midget.
You're not coming on my show, Joe Rogan. You fucking AWOL motherfucker.
We got to get this no name guy.
Which one? Oh,
R. Lee Ermey.
No, R. Lee.
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Hill. R. Lance Hill.
R. Lance Hill. R. Lance Hill, we're on a mission.
If you're out there and you can hear us, R. Lance, we want you on the show, man. I want to know fucking what possessed you to write this fucking genius masterpiece of a movie.
Yeah.
Who
are you, bro?
Who did he know in the bouncer world at that time?
Or was he one himself?
Oh, was he a bouncer?
Like, was he bouncing at like
some? I don't know. I got
was
some.
He
I got
there,
a Canadian
like,
bouncer.
bouncing like.
I need to call out to. I should look up who the. I got a couple. I got more than one Canadian bouncer on my Instagram. If you're out there and you can hear me,
if you got any LA connects, because like he was down there too, man. I'm telling you.
Strangely,
he probably started in fucking Canada, moved down to LA,
right?
With a dream of writing a
masterpiece, and it fucking worked. You wrote a masterpiece,
dude.
Own it, man. Tell us about yourself.
How do we not know who you are?
Yeah, like how? Why are you hiding from that?
Or did we just make all this up? Or is he just some fucking nerd?
Or am I just tripping on
or
carbs?
Is he just a dude who was hella intuitive and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in the mind.
Yeah.
Of
Did he get beat up by a bouncer and like? Think about like, okay, what should a bouncer be?
Did he just go to bars a lot?
Right?
Witness enough dudes holding the door.
That's what I want to know. All these are possible. He might have just known a bunch of bouncers. His dad might have been a bouncer. His sister, I don't know.
Possibilities are endless.
Who do I know up in fucking Canada? I think it's Hardcore Holly. If you're out there, Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly, listen up.
She's a bouncer up in Canada, I think, in my Instagram.
Your ears must be itching, yo, because we just mentioned your name.
Find this guy. Tell us what his. I just want to know his story, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. Somebody that doesn't have any, like, you can't Google somebody.
That's weird. If you can't Google someone, especially
Yes.
with those movies too, those
Right?
aren't all like bullshit ass
No.
movies. Those were all legit
Charles
movies.
Bronson. That was the other movie. That was it, man. It was The Evil That Men Do. He wrote the
Oh,
book,
shit.
and it got made into a movie with Charles Bronson.
Wait, so the dude that wrote that
Yes, it got
has
made.
no Wikipedia.
There you go.
He wrote the book and the screenplay.
That's what I'm
for a
talking
Charles
about.
Bronson movie.
Yes.
And no one knows who he is.
Dude, it's crazy.
This is like the mystery of Oak Island. Do you understand that?
This is some
We're gonna
Sam
keep
Tripoli-
digging in the sand, and we're
This
never
is-
going to find an answer.
This is Sam Tripoli.
This is
tinfoil hat.
chemtrails.
This is tinfoil hat. Sam Tripoli shit, man. Sam Tripoli, come on our show, man.
This is chemtrails and Sam Squanch.
great fucking.
Who
first...
wants to come on next week? Who wants
Oh.
to spit some shit?
So
Hit
we're-
us up.
Yeah,
Hit up Russ.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Hit up the door guy.
All right, everybody. I'm the Door Guy. This is the Door Guy Show. Thank you to the bartender, Rob.
Woo!
Thank you to our gracious host, who shall remain unnamed. We'll call it the Godfather Room.
Like the Sith.
Yeah, we're going to remain unnamed.
Like
in
a
this
Sith
awesome
Lord.
room.
Masked in yeah.
Might post a picture of it. We'll see. But thanks, everybody, for spending time. Thank you, everybody, for working in the industry. You guys are soldiers. You're fucking greater than Joe Rogan.
Keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
And know that you're doing God's work like
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just keep being awesome. Keep doing it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Keep doing what you do, folks, and we're going to see you again, or you'll hear
Over
us again.
and out.
All right, man.